UFC 217, Georgia's St-Pierre comes back to beat Michael Bisping with third-round submission. Round 1, GSP entered the octagon to thunderous applause. It was an odd throwback to a different time as he stood in the familiar cage but in an unfamiliar spot, the challenger's corner. And out came Bisping, who'd been cast as an unlikely champion despite him having earned his way to the top. He did knock out Luke Rockhold, fear, and square on the jaw, to grab the hold of the belt he'd so long coveted. He came in bigger than GSP, which was to be expected in about pitting a longtime 170-pound champ against a fighter who at one point campaigned as a 205-pounder. When the fighting began, a GSP chant arose and the crowd's hero took the lead in the fight. He stalked the bigger Bisping, connecting with crisp jabs. Not much damage, but a point was being made. St-Pierre got a mid-round takedown but did little with it. Toward the end of the 5 minutes, St-Pierre connected with a Superman punch. Bisping smiled and ate a spinning head kick. He wobbled slightly but was fine as the horn sounded. Round 2, St-Pierre came out with less pace. Was he pacing himself for potentially 5 rounds, or was he tiring? Bisping was trying to find out, fighting with more urgency. He connected with a looping right hand, his best punch of the fight, but didn't follow up. GSP was picking his spot. He got a takedown, but Bisping made him work for it, and worked to keep the champ on the canvas. The challenger did no damage while on top, and before long Bisping had got the fight back to standing. He proceeded to land the occasional right hand, and GSP looked to be slowing. But the pace was slow, so it was not sapping too much energy out of the long idle ex-champ. Round 3, St-Pierre clearly looked tired as this round began, but Bisping, while not wearing the same tiredness on his face, must not have been at full power, because he was not putting pressure on his challenger. Then GSP went for a takedown, as he had in the second, and he got it again. This time he stayed on top for longer, but he paid a price, as Bisping hit him with something from the bottom that opened a cut on GSP's face. Soon they were back on their feet, and GSP's face was crimson. But he looked rejuvenated, and when Bisping came forward, GSP countered with a left hook that dropped him to the canvas. St-Pierre swarmed him on the ground and dropped elbow after elbow, first with the left, then with the right. But there was no quit in Bisping, who rolled away from the strikes. St-Pierre then seized the rear naked choke to get the victory to become middleweight champion.